Hi guys, today's project we're going to be launching some resources. We are on part 4, and so we're going to do this real quick. And so yeah, we're just going to launch the resources and we're going to follow I've already followed it and I've filled in all the steps I need to already, so I'm just going to jump right into it. Alright, awesome. So I'm going to use some guidance so that we don't use every guidance. But basically, we're going to start from scratch and I'm going to recreate all these again. Here we go. So first, let's create our VPC. We'll call it next work VPC. '16 and first resource created. Next, the subnet. We're gonna create a subnet. Put the network VPC. We'll call it public 1. We're gonna give it to first one, and here we'll give it 10/24. Perfect. We have our first subnet. Cool. We have to enable this so that anything we create in there can automatically have an IP address. Okay, cool. Next, internet gateway. There's only one, so we're gonna create next work IG. Nice. And we're gonna attach it to the cloud. Next is the route table. I mean, no, this is already working for this, so I'll just call this next work table, and I'll save it. Let me associate it with public 1. Awesome. What's next? Next is security groups. I'm gonna call this next work public security group. Okay, put it in the default VPC. I think there should be HTTP. IPv4. Then we're gonna save. No, it should have inbound rules. Yeah, and that should be anywhere. Wait, oh, security group. Okay. Okay. So the next thing is private subnet. put this in 2. We'll make this 24. Okay. Private subnets. Route tables. We're gonna have to create another route table. VPC. Okay. So here we are. This is the private one. We'll keep it there. Okay. And then I'll check on the route tables again. And I'll name this public. Okay. There's a public one, isn't it? Did I not do this already? I forgot to do this. Interesting. Okay. 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 Routes have been set. This for the public. No, all was no routes here. Okay. Cool. So we've done public, private, internet. I don't think I have private route table. I didn't do the knuckles, did I? Okay. This allows all. So this might as well be the public. Wait. Yeah, all traffic allow, all traffic allow. Yeah. Okay. If I'd created it myself, okay, cool. If I'd created it myself, then I would have had to create the rules. So private. Okay, that's good. Cool. Outbound rules deny everything. Okay. We've got our private knuckles as well. What's next? I think we just created everything we need for the private stuff. Alright. Yeah, network security group. I think I've done all this. Next, we're going to launch an EC2 instance. I'm going to give this name. So create an instance. Call it network public server. Gonna make sure we're using the free tier stuff. Free, and this is fine. This is also the free stuff. We'll create a key pair. We already created one, so we'll just keep using the same thing. And we'll edit this. Network VPC. Is this a public one? Yeah, this is a public server, so I'll just leave it as public. And then we'll keep it enabled. Existing security group, and we're going to use the one we already have, the public security group. Extend this. I don't think so. I think we're good on this front. We can launch it. Edit here. Oh, okay, we already did that. And we just became successful. And now we have to launch the private EC2 instance. Oops. Alright, so I'm going to launch the second one. And this one we're going to call it network private. Same free tier stuff, so we don't get charged. We use the same next to a key pair. We will edit here again. We'll choose the private subnet this time, which will automatically disable everything. Since we don't have one, we would just rename this to network. It's a create new one, right? Yeah. Private security group for network private subnet. That's fine. And SSH we will do custom, and we will choose the private security group. That way, the only people who have access to this private security group are people who are actually on the public network, or are in our network, I guess. What's the yellow banner saying for what? Oh, okay, I've already changed it, so the yellow is not saying anything. I guess I'm done. We'll launch it. Now that we have launched our EC2 instances, both private and public instances. Okay, now we're going to the VPC, and we're going to create one more VPC. Oops, no, not the NACO. Refresh this, and we'll create a VPC. This time we'll click this, and we'll change this to next work. And I think from here I'd rather stress this out so we can see the map. And we can see that we have one public and two private, and the side notation has already been chosen for us. We will keep this at default. If I do 3 availability zones, we get up to 6 private subnets and 3 public subnets. I mean, we have 3 public subnets. But it's interesting that no matter how many public subnets we have, they all keep taking only one route table, and the rest are broken down for the private subnets. So if I choose 2, I'll break it down to 2 public subnets and 4 private subnets, but the route table doesn't change. Alright, so I'm going to turn the 2 of these off because we don't really need it. We'll come here and we'll see that the availability zone also has changed over here, first and second. So we're just going to choose one. Yeah. What else? And I think so far that's it. So if I were to run this, if we create the VPC, it's way faster than what we were doing one on one, right? We're just doing a step by step, but this is way faster. And now if we look down here, we can see what we created. 3 subnets, 4 route tables, and only 1 public route table. The rest are private. That's cool. Alright, so we did it. We have officially done the work. Is there anything else? Yeah, we just did that. We just did that as well. We already played around with the numbers as well. And now we've done that too. I think we already did this. Yeah, I changed this. 10.0.1. Yeah, I did this. And the NAT gateways I chose none. And then the S3 and VPC endpoints I chose none. And then I left these as is, and then we run them. And we're done. And this project took us about 17 minutes. Right, so yeah. 17 is fine. That's great. Alright, we're done. And this was a good one. We understand it. So now deleting stuff is where the tricky part is going to be. If I just try deleting virtual, like the VPC, it won't work because there are some dependencies on it. You can see unable to delete because you have some dependencies. And if you go to the network interface, we will also not be able to delete these because these are also dependent on the instances, the EC2 instances. Oops, no, this instance, no. I'm talking about the, oh, come on. The network interfaces, okay, cool. If you go to the network interface and we decide to delete these as well, it's not going to allow us to delete. Even to detach, it won't allow us to delete. Yeah, allow us to detach, hold on. But it won't allow us to delete. Yeah, it can't be deleted. But it can be detached. Interesting. How about this one? Can it also be detached? Oh, I see. Can I detach them both? Interesting. Okay, that can be detached. But if I just if I were to terminate these instances, these two will automatically get terminated as well. Just have to wait for a second and just refresh. And now if we refresh this, what? It's have been terminated. Okay. These should have gone on their own, but they are not going. And so I'll try and let's try and delete this again. Unable to delete because of the network interfaces, which is weird, but I can't delete this one because nothing depends on it. Delete. One more time. Yeah, now it's gone because these instances are finally dead. So these are gone. So now I can delete my virtual private, my VPC virtual private cloud. Yep. And delete. Now we're just going to make sure that everything is actually deleted. Refresh. Subnets, quite a few. This never changed. Oh, I thought I changed this. That's why. Okay, cool. Gone. Now we have only 3 default subnets. Yeah, default subnets. They're there. Route table. Refresh. We've got the original default one. Internet gateway. Refresh. Knuckles. Refresh. They're gone. And finally, security groups. Refresh. And it's gone. Alright, so this was a good project. I kind of enjoyed it. 1 second. Mission accomplished. Yay. Let's copy the URL, download the PDF, download the README. Yes. And where's the PDF? What should we call the PDF? Oh, crap. I mean, okay, fine. Now we can download the PDF. Cool. And then let's post this on LinkedIn. While we do that, we might as well come back here. I'll call this. Come on. Create the repository. Upload the README file. We'll choose our file. And commit it. And now we have 2 different. This is how it looks like on its own, and this is how it looks like on GitHub. I like both of them. So now I have to come here. So I'm going to end the video here, and then I'm going to upload it to YouTube so I can put in the comment section of my LinkedIn. Thanks for coming. See you in the next one.